On this adventure with Lukimyu,
Could we snorkel or dive this?
I think so. I'm just watching a shark. Watch me.
as we dive the outer ribbon reefs on our way to Cooktown.
Been day hopping our way along the ribbons, and this is ribbon number 3, which has very conveniently got Marine Park mooring buoy on it. We're off for a exploratory snorkel, and then hopefully this afternoon we can do a dive if we can figure out where to put the dinghy. But anyway, we'll wait for low tide, so we've got the least amount of current possible and the reef's as protected as possible. We'll have a look.
So I think Steve's pinnacle is due west, so we'll head that way and have a look, eh? Finding dive sites in the middle of nowhere can be really tricky, but thanks to our friend Andy, we had a good idea where it would be.
Could we snorkel or dive this?
It's about 4 or 5 metres at the moment for a snorkel. Pretty clear though.
Could we anchor the dinghy okay?
Sorry?
Could we anchor the dinghy okay?
I think so. There's a whole lot of broken... I'm just watching a shark. Watch me.
Right.
There's a whole lot of broken coral, like heaps are just here. All ready to go?
Yeah, well, it needs to set up all the gear, so that's pretty good. Just had to adjust a rig, and now we should be good to go.
Take a dip in the ocean, spend the day in the sunlight. Let's go back to our old ways, 'cause these years they are catching up. And there's so little time, and I don't see how we can waste any minute of it. I wanna run with you. I wanna make a move. Oh, I wanna run with you. I wanna run with you. I wanna make a move.
the post-dive disaster site, Jamie?
Yes, but we're now clean. Yeah, we need to pack that up.
Just having a look at what we both saw in our dive, because we saw different things. So this is Ribbon 3, and that dive is Steve's dive? Steve's Pinnacle. Steve's Pinnacle. Ribbon 3. Beautiful. Jamie is
Microwaving breakfast.
job one of the day is download the weather from the satellite phone and see if we can stay out here on the outer reef or not, or if we need to pop into Cooktown. We're on a stretch of the outer barrier reef, Queensland of course, Great Barrier Reef, a portion that goes from Cairns sort of up to Lizard Island, and this stretch is called the Ribbon Reefs, right on the edge of the continental shelf, I guess you'd call it. So where we are is about 12 metres deep at the moment. Then you've got reef, and then about 2 nautical miles on the outside of that reef you've got about 1,000 metres of water. So it's quite unprotected. The point being, you really can only be out here in the 10 to 15 knot and under range of wind. Otherwise, once the water goes over the top of the reef, you don't have any protection and it gets really uncomfortable. Not necessarily unsafe, but uncomfortable. It's hard to sleep, it's noisy, boat rocks around a bit. So we're on Ribbon Reef 3 at the moment. We've been very fortunate with the weather, which is why we've come out here. But we would like to do maybe one more Ribbon Reef before we go into Cooktown to resupply on our way to Lizard Island, which is a big island, completely protected, so the winds won't really make a lot of difference once we're there. So just going to do a predict wind weather download, have a look at it and see if we can do one more Ribbon Reef because the snorkeling and diving has been really good, better than I expected actually, and we'll do that with the sat phone, and then we'll make a decision as to whether we're going to Cooktown today or whether we'll do Ribbon 5, apparently that's quite good, and go to Cooktown tomorrow. So after a solid hour of procrastination, solid hour.
Well, not really procrastination, but investigation.
Indecision. There you go.
We've been downloading the weather from the satellite via our little Iridium Go, and it's building substantially over the next 4 to 5 days. 20 plus knots. Now, it's not unsafe out here, but it's going to get pretty rolling uncomfortable at high tide. Would that be fair to say?
Which is midnight when we're trying to sleep.
So, looking at the book, looking at the distances involved, Cooktown is about 30 nautical miles. What is it now? It's
9:30.
yeah, quarter to 10. So we'll be in there, 3:30, 4 o'clock this afternoon, depending on our winds,
Yeah.
downwind sail. Or we could go to ribbon number 5, and there are mooring buoys there, but it doesn't seem, from what we've read, that there's a great deal of good snorkeling.
There might be a dive, but
Yeah, Andy's postcard is a dive, but it's been exposed, so we probably want to do that in lighter
winds.
And it's also 3 or 4 nautical miles from where the boat
3 nautical miles in the dinghy, so if it's a bit choppy, it's going to have back pain.
rough as guts.
So we're going to go to Cooktown.
Watch our tide though,
Done.
entering Cooktown in the bar.
Well,
There'll be a falling tide then, won't it?
yeah. My face is broken. Face ID doesn't break it.
Neither is mine.
Cooktown.
Maybe you'd only recognise as sort of clean people.
Maybe. I'm clean. What did I say? Cooktown, low tide is 4:16 p.m. at 0.4.
Right, so we're going to be then on a low tide. Then we can get in. It's only very deep vessels that will struggle. We only draw 1.1, so we should be fine.
But if that's the case and we can't get in, we can just go to egret.
Yeah,
We can call. We'll call closer to. We'll have reception by then. We'll call.
Yeah.
See if we can pull up to the dock.
Go and warm the boys up?
Yep.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Done. Let's go.
Somewhere up ahead is a sign that says I can't turn around, and the sharp incline inside my mind may attempt to bring me down.
That tear in our mainsail isn't going any smaller. Look at the size of that puppy.
Heading into Cooktown. As per this morning's decision, wind has picked up. So it's probably a good call, I think. Doing 6 or 7 knots.
It's a great big brand new life I'm living, loving my own heart. I was so sad for so long when you tore me apart. If an empire falls and the ruins are all that's left of what once was, we can begin again. Ooh, it's a great big brand new life I'm living, loving my own heart. I was so sad for so long when you tore me apart. If an empire falls and the ruins are all that's left of what once was.
On the next adventure with Lukimyu,
We are in Cooktown.
which is both quirky and steeped in history, and head to Lizard Island. Well, our anchor alarm just went off a few minutes ago. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with your friends.